And welcome back to Primetime Sports Friday. Let's bowl off with cricket. Jamaica and West Indies fast bowling legend Michael Holding is ramping up his campaign against racial injustice. Now in July, the former fast bowler made headlines around the world when, during an interview with Sky Sports, he raised the issue of racial injustice, even as the Black Lives Matter movement gained momentum. Karen Madden tells us more.
The Black Lives Matter movement exploded worldwide this past summer following the death of African-American George Floyd, who died after a white policeman knelt on his neck for several minutes. One of the high-profile protesters in England was Ebony Rainford Brent, the first black woman to play cricket for England, now Sky Sports cricket analyst. She would later give an emotional address to her colleagues at Sky, and it was then that the decision was made that fellow Sky commentator Jamaican Michael Holding would also add his thoughts to the explosive issue. The Jamaican and West Indies cricketing ace, now commentator, gave a passionate response when speaking to his colleagues at Sky Sports during rain break in the first test between England and the West Indies in July. In a subsequent interview on the issue, Holding was moved to tears as he continued to speak out on the issue. But a spark was lit, and now the man whose pace had batsmen cawing, earning him the moniker Whispering Death, told TVJ Sports in an interview on Thursday via Zoom that he was shocked by the positive responses he received globally.
And one of my co-commentators said to me, Mikey, you can't just let it rest there. This has to continue. You have to keep on going. I said, keep on going? What do you mean? I can't go through that sort of emotion every day. I don't want to be doing that. And then I was approached to do a book. And I decided, you know what? This is a lot easier. I can sit down with someone and talk about this subject.
England took the knee during that home series against the West Indies, but discontinued the stance in subsequent series against Ireland, Pakistan and Australia, a move which earned them Holding's wrath, who accused them of merely jumping on a bandwagon. But England fast bowler Jofra Archer, who was born in Barbados, publicly disagreed with Holding, asserting that he does not know everything that's going on. Holding acknowledges that not all athletes are moved to speak out against social injustices.
So I've had athletes and people from around the world that have given me positive feedback in that regard as well. But again, that's not everyone. Some people are just interested in doing their job, putting bread on the table, and I ain't gonna argue with them up where that is concerned. I know what I want to do. I know what I intend to do.
And we asked Holding if he has spoken with Archer.
The only time I've ever spoken to Jofra is when Sky asked me to do an interview with him. I think it might have been sometime last year. It wasn't even this year, because we weren't allowed to even get close to them this year.
Right.
But I have no intention to talk to Jofra. Jofra is a young man. Eventually he'll learn.
The book, Holding's Third, is titled Why We Kneel, How We Rise, and will see the Jamaican joining with other global black sporting heroes, focusing on changing minds and amplifying his messages of re-education and inspiration, and will be released in June of next year. Karen Madden, TVJ Sport.